if you are a fanboy of any brand or any product, then you're a fool. A 100% absolute fool. If you love Milwaukee, believe me, we all know that you're the vegans of the tool world. You think you have to tell everybody that you like Milwaukee, mainly because God never gave you anything in your pants. If you're a Makita guy, you are the flat earther of the tool world. No matter what happens, no matter how much evidence is shown, no matter how many times people have proven that your tool brand isn't up to the snuff or up to the level of every other tool brand out there, you deny the evidence to live in your own reality. Flex dudes, you're the redheaded stepchild of the tool world. Ain't nobody care about you today. Nobody gonna care about you tomorrow. And if you don't pull yourself up by the bootstraps, ain't gonna be it tomorrow.
That's
And the
facts.
Dewalt guys, you all took the fucking short bus to school because you're so blind that you can't see that your tool brand doesn't make the best of everything. Blind loyalty, regardless of tool brand, is for a fool. Now that the opening's up and done, and I can say howdy to everybody and howdy to you, Mr. Tools and Tactics.
What's going
Just
on?
wanted to welcome everybody in and say thank you for being here. We started off hot and we absolutely 100% meant every single word of that opening. So, how are you tonight, sir?
The flex one hit home, man. I might have to sit this one out and go go to my safe space, aka the
I,
gotta
I'm
go back
just
to the
saying.
studio.
I like. I
I
did this.
gotta go make 3 flex videos to justify that verbal abuse.
Morgan's maintenance, Sharouche, Apache helicopter, Jamie True, Jeremy, Mr. Hungry, Jake Chef, Jacob Thompson. Glad y'all made it here. Thanks for being here, Dan B. We're gonna have a good show. This is all about blind brand loyalty. If you're Harbor Freight, you're waiting in line for your food stamps as we speak. I'm just saying, it just doesn't. What's up, Shaka Gillis, John Griffiths, and B Dubs?
I can't see what
Hey,
I'm doing right
John,
now.
I'm from Missouri as well. So thanks for being here. Dudes,
Got
it
it.
just doesn't make any sense to me to be blindly loyal to a brand. Like, why? You can like them.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. You
Yeah.
can like the brand, but to just go, oh, that's it. I honestly have to say, Makita guys are the absolute worst about it because they Darren Porsche, how you doing? They live in their own world when it comes to Makita. Like
Dang.
their tools have sucked for so long, and their guys are just like, oh, they're the best. That's build quality. No.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your head there? The tools and tactics is actually on the screen there, son.
Yeah, you like that?
Your spin tools, how you doing?
Oh, it says tools tactics on it.
Yeah.
That one's covered. We can get rid of that one. We'll just put this one right there, right across my forehead. Perfect. Like this.
Did you happen to look at the thumbnail for tonight?
Did you happen to look at my forehead?
Jamie True, can I shout out your sister's baby daddy's girlfriend? Okay. Hi,
Perfect.
Jamie True. So did the Milwaukee Surge video. Had to do a couple of follow-ups because like the dudes that are fucking Milwaukee fanboys, they can't listen for shit. Like the
Right.
space between their ears is permanently void. Right. So I say, well, Milwaukee designed a better version. They just gave it to Ridgid, right? And they think that the Ridgid's just a standard impact driver, even though I explained twice in the original video. It's
Oh,
not.
yeah. Hydraulic.
Yeah. And then in the subsequent videos, I've even explained what hydraulic impulse drivers are meant for, what they're used for. And they can't accept it, right? They just they go, no, 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 no. Like no matter what, it's no.
Right.
Um oh, by the way, Hilti guys, they're the dudes still waiting for their dad to come back from that pack of smokes he went to get 10 years ago.
Man, Hilti came out with a new saw.
Well, that's good.
Very
I
much
mean,
like the Festool. Have you seen it?
no.
I think it's got a rail that's stationary and you pull the saw kind of like a radial.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, that's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And
Well,
it's
I
healthy,
hope
dude.
so.
That's going to replace probably nothing because carpenters on job sites don't use miter saws. You know what I mean? But maybe if you're
No.
like doing mill, but like if
I
you're
don't
like
know.
building stairs and rails and all that stuff,
Mhm.
it's usually just a circular saw for the whole job.
Oh, Apache's giving you some shit right there. He said he sent that to you months ago.
Oh,
Something happened with Flex.
dang.
Nobody can accept the Ridgid Stealth Force for what it is. The fucking it is by far the best hydraulic pulse impact driver that's ever been made. The Ridgid Stealth Force. And you guys know me. I am not loyal to any brand. Like I don't give a shit about any of them.
Hilti is the reason pack out is black in the UK. I bet that looks nice.
I bet it would look
Black on
nice.
red. That'd be cool.
The tool truck mechanic, yeah, Snap-on guys are they're very bad. I will say this. It's somebody I can't even remember. It came up in my feed. I looked at it and I was just like, okay. But Snap-on guys are very bad. There was a dude that got a set of Icon wrenches from Harbor Freight, paid I don't know $150 for a set, and then got a $700 set of Snap-on, and the Icon performed as well or nearly as well as the
Works.
or the Icon per, performed nearly as well as the Snap-on, if not better. And dude just absolutely in the comment section just lost their shit. And I
Nice.
don't know why.
Nice
There's
thumbnail. Is that me deep throating a Makita tool right there, sir?
I even put balls on it.
I can get way more in there than just the tip of that. I'll have you know. We could go all the way down to the
I even put balls on it.
when it comes to Makita, man.
What's that?
When it comes to Makita, dude, I just engulf the whole thing. There is no like down to the battery.
Well, be happy that this time I used your face and not what you normally put the Makita in.
Oh damn!
So, uh, I look at it and I'm like, who cares? If you
Yeah,
like Snap-on, cool. If you like Icon, cool. No one gives a shit. In the reality of the world, the only motherfucker that cares is you. And if you're gotta like take up arms or get pissy because someone doesn't agree with you, it just means you're a weak-minded, mealy-mouthed little bitch. And you shouldn't be watching videos. You shouldn't be using tools even. It's just pathetic. And I see these guys. They come, they come up in my comment section by the minute, uh, crying and whining and complaining because they don't think I gave their tool brand some form of justice that it deserves. Well, fuck, prove me wrong, bitch.
yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
So Josh said that he picked up these headphones. I was at my buddy's house. He's got the Bose Everyday Comfort Pro, I think, or Max or something, like $350. So we were comparing them. I was going to put on video, but I just took a vacation from YouTube for the whole weekend, pretty much. I uploaded a little bit of stuff, but didn't really do too much. Also should let you guys know that the Evolution saw with the track didn't fare so well. I'm going to give him a chance to send me a new saw, and then we're going to put in the failures in the video. But hopefully we can get some quality cuts on it. If not, it is what it is. But I got 2 quality cuts out of 8 attempts.
Damn.
So, and then I FaceTimed. You saw how bad it was.
I did. Like,
Yeah.
he FaceTimed me. I'm at the jailhouse trying to visit my son and get some help to fix, because like today wasn't a good brain day. I ended up having to take double my medication to be here for you guys tonight.
Yeah.
But my bad, Kansas. And the police weren't, or the people at the jail place,
Yeah.
they weren't really willing to help me out. They were just like, yeah, figure it out. So 20 minutes later, I finally figured it out.
And then you got 20 minutes there, right?
15.
15. Was that because it took you 20 minutes to figure it out, or is it just max 15?
It's max 15
per day.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, they said I can go back in there and go right back, but he had already hung up, and I was like, all right, whatever. So
Gotcha.
Not a big deal, but I like I said, I had to take double the medication just to be here because I was in no position to be here for you guys tonight had I not done that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that confuses the hell out of me, makes it very difficult for me to function. So that's just the truth of it.
Yeah. So I was going to tell you about the Bose thing because Josh said that he picked up these headphones for $40, dude. These are amazing. The Bose had less bass. They both have apps. They both have equalizers. The Bose does have better sound cancellation. Obviously they should, but not as comfortable. Ears aren't as big and oval shaped, so they don't fit on your head as good. They kind of sit out here, and it's not as soft, the foam.
Yeah.
These are a home run.
I have the Bose. I love them.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, they're probably affordable. They're $350 right now.
I can't remember how much I paid for mine, but they weren't that much. Oh, so,
yeah, the Tozos. And I told him, you send me headphones, I'll probably be wearing them during lives for the rest of forever until they break. So everyone's going to know when they break. Everyone's going to know when they're not working. And I'm nothing bad to report so far.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's better than your
Evolution.
Your circular saw with a track.
Yeah, the circular saw with a track is I don't know, man. It rides on the rail great. You go to cut with it, and it's like the blade is going at an angle.
Yeah.
Have you ever put a blade on backwards and ran a saw?
Yes. I used to cut rail
a lot
that way.
like that.
I used to cut rail that way when I was doing solar.
Oh,
so you don't want to run a standard. You don't want to run a standard blade the right way. So if you turn around backwards, you can gut through the aluminum rail like a dream.
Right.
Well, maybe not a dream, but it's definitely quicker than doing it by hand.
I would say it was like just that much better than cutting with the blade backwards. It really got in a bind.
Well, Mitchell says he's been using the Tozo for 3 years. So good.
Nice.
And I have the Bose. I've had the Bose for like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah,
I
these are
don't
the
use them
HDQs.
because I don't like using headphones or headsets at all. Cooch will tell you, I walk around the store, he calls me, I put him on fucking speaker.
Then we roast each other live.
Yeah.
Out loud. Get all the looks.
People get you, they do give you the funny looks, but I'm like, what's up, Coochie? He asked me not to call him Coochie anymore, so I'm going to start calling him Chocha, which in English translates to water tank. It means something else in Spanish. Cutting aluminum siding. It sheds shops. Okay. Yeah, that's what I do.
Right.
I run backwards blade. Don't get chunks thrown at you. Cutting aluminum soffit. There you go. See?
Yep.
Pretty common
also,
practice.
That aluminum will stick in those teeth, man.
I mean, you just have to brush your teeth more than once a month.
Oh, well, that's also true.
I just ran away backward. My bank account goes backwards. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Use the Tozos more than the AirPods. They have a good battery life too. I finally killed the battery since I bought them. I've been just so. Right now, there's a whole point in these was to see how they sounded. You know, just using this. So they're not even on right now, and they don't need to be. They just work passively. You know.
Yeah. Just wanted to share Caleb Ross's story with everybody.
Oh, beautiful.
Caleb's over here shitting out a gas station cheeseburger. I hope he's doing it on company time. Because you know the old saying. You know the old saying. They make $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
They use their paint to cover my pen, but the shithouse poet strikes again.
We're messed up.
Who hasn't written on a stall at a construction site? Come on, that's a good one.
That is a good one. I give you that.
The Tozos and using so much that the model rose rubbed off. Yeah, man, they're good stuff. I didn't know for sure. I had other Tozos. They reached out, and I said, sure, why not? Right, the $40, probably a good value. We'll see how they do. When they said noise cancellation, I was hopeful to be able to use them to call and do the lives and talk out of here. When they arrived, I quickly realized that the microphones sucked balls. So there were noise cancellation for just to block out noise, which was cool too. But then I turned the bass on and everything and just listened to music. And I was like, oh, damn, I've had a lot of quality headphones. These are better than halfway decent for $40 is awesome. Skull candies are good too.
I like my Steel Series. Hey, look at this. Morgan's Maintenance. Good time. Call 1-800-Makitas.
Makitas.
Here I sit, brokenhearted, tried to shit, but only farted.
Oh, yeah. There's another line to that. What is it?
Met her brother one fine day, gave him a blow, and now Coochie's gay.
No, there's another one.
Oh!
Something about
What's up, Rodney?
Something about accidentally shitting your pants. What's the other line to that?
I don't know. I'm not.
No, we got to give these guys the info on what to write on the bathroom stall walls. If you're not writing in the
for a good time, call your ex-wife.
If you're not writing in the porta potties, then are you even a construction worker if you're not writing in the porta potties?
Yes.
Oh. Are you even a construction worker if you don't back the mule or the stop and go buggy up to the door so your buddy can't get out?
Are you a construction worker if you haven't tipped the porta potty over on someone down?
So that's oh yeah. Here I sit brokenhearted, tried to shit, only farted. Went outside
Thought I took a chance. Shit my pants.
And shit my pants.
Derek. Okay. Derek coming through the clutch.
Perfect. Now I don't have to look it up. Are you, a Coke can is the perfect diameter for that vent pipe. So you take the cap off the vent pipe and when your buddy goes in there, you drop an unopened Dr. Pepper down there.
Oh, that's hilarious. No, I remember one time a friend of mine was in the shitter and we tipped it over the fucking door down.
Oh
no. He was son of a bitching us. Worst part is we couldn't get him out. we ended up having to turn it on its side. Get him out.
You come out blue. Oh yeah, man. I told you I went to the sushi restaurant yesterday, right? With my buddies. And the first thing I do is just paw the fucking bowl of soup, right? Pour miso right on my dick. And it's just all over the whole front of my pants. And it started to burn pretty bad.
It's the only way it could have gotten to you.
The chairs were leather. And I thought like surely I didn't want to like make a big deal about it, right? So I'm just gonna like, this is nice. Got soup all over me. Mostly just hot scalding water. And I thought I could just kind of play it off. But then my balls started cooking. I was like, okay, we need to stand up. Like this is not good, dude.
No, but it is entertaining for the rest of us.
That's so how anyway went yesterday.
Who is? We're just gonna. Can I do a poll on here anywhere? I'm just gonna.
Can you poll?
Oh yes.
You can go to YouTube Studio and do one for sure.
First, fanboys.
We were leaving the McDonald's, which is right next to the Chase Bank, and there's a median. So once you pull into the actual establishment to park to Chase, it's a big old median that kind of comes around like this. And if you're in a big Tundra with 22-inch tires, you can't see that median. You got to know it's there. So once you drive in, it's too late. If you didn't look for it or you didn't know it's there, and you start to make that turn to go towards the drive-through, you're going to drive on the median, right? Well, this little like island median thing, usually there's grass in there, but it was actually lower than the actual concrete. So I pull in there. We got McDonald's coffee and Sprite and the little egg carton thing that's on the console. And next thing you know, man, the truck's like, gah, gah, gah. We're all going like left and right. And all the crap pours in my lap, dude. And I started to panic for half a second because like the coffee was like burning my boys, right? And I was like, oh God, oh no. But then the Sprite kicked in and I was like, ah.
What is this, like roasted nut?
Roasted
night on a tool.
Don't let it happen to you.
So the 3D printing guru says I need to pick up the Master Force brand of drill and impact driver at Menards.
Nice.
I'll get right on that. You're right, Makita are fangirls, but you gotta get the idea. Overwhelmingly right now, Miss Kita is winning, by the way. I just want to throw that out there because they are properly pathetic. Hot liquid sack versus sack night. The worst part is like I can't even share these stories with him. One, I don't drink hot liquids. I've always had just like cold. Like that's always been my thing, cold. And then I don't drink, I won't eat soup. So I can't share these stories with him. I can tell you about spilling hot spaghetti in my pants, but then that was just for fun. But then it cools off so quick. It's not even like it's going to roast your nuts.
So then Keely reminded me of the day when we were at Chili's less than a week ago. I fumbled a whole plate in my lap of freaking chicken and all kinds of stuff. I'm starting to see a trend here.
Yeah, maybe you should just let your daughters carry the food and stuff for you because they're less accident prone than you.
At Chili's, if you buy the triple dipper, right, you can get like the number of different appetizers. I always get the big mouth bites, the egg rolls, and the Nashville hot, chicken tender, whatever things. And you get
Uh-huh.
3 ranches, one for every appetizer you get. I always make a meal out of it. And so I had 3 like cups of ranch, just like I don't know, man. It was so upsetting.
It is upsetting. I can understand
News
where you're
be
coming
like,
from with that, but it's just weird that it's like that for you because it's not like that for everybody else. Like as
for the
adults,
most part.
we have learned to just accept things as they are. By the way, I cannot do this tonight without acknowledging a huge event for me yesterday. It might not be a huge event for everybody, but it was a huge event for me for my channel.
Nice.
Last night, for the very first time in the Tools with Souls channel history, a live stream that I did hit 100,000 viewers. And actually went
Yeah,
way above
huge.
that. We ended up at 122,000 viewers last night to watch me embarrass Bauer time and time again.
Perfect. So you guys are wondering why there's only 100 people in here right now?
Yeah.
So YouTube pushes out YouTube products. This StreamYard is not a YouTube product.
Yeah, it's not even close.
So we don't get the push out. Also,
I mean,
this is not a vertical format. So we don't get the push out.
Bauer looked better than Dewalt last night, Budsville.
I don't believe you.
Oh no, 100%. Beat the 845, beat the 850, barely lost to the 860.
Really?
So yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, it beat the Surge, the Milwaukee
Dang.
Surge. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
huge.
that was awesome last night. I couldn't believe it, like, because on my end it was only showing like we had maybe 600 viewers at a time.
Dang.
And that's pretty normal when I go into vertical format. We were on for an hour. I'm like, all right, we maybe got 11,000 people, give or take, to watch. And I was like, holy shit. But
That's
I had
awesome.
to look at it twice because I'm like, oh, 11,800. And I'm like, well, no, there's 3
There's an
ones in
extra
front of
number in
that.
there,
So then I
sir.
had to look and then probably because as you're wrapping up, people are starting to watch and they'll continue to watch for a little bit or whatever. So after about 20 minutes, by the way, Milwaukee just took the lead. After about 20 minutes, we were at 122,000. So wow, I did not expect that. That was a huge accomplishment. Yeah, real nice. Like, I don't think he has ever done a live stream with 100,000 people showing up. I did look at VCG, and it's been a minute for them, like a long ass time for them to do 100K, and the Bears never done it that I saw. So I did look. I know you don't do this, but I'm a normal human being as opposed to you.
Right, right, right.
I do look at what other people have done, not as a measure of comparison. Like, I don't look at it being like, oh, they're better than me or I'm better than them. Not like that. I do it as a way of going, okay, where should I be and where am I?
Go.
And that's it. Other people will use it as a means of competition, but frankly, the bear doesn't know jack shit about tools. He knows how to talk about them. Fucker couldn't use them to save his life. VCG, they go to whoever's paying them the most. Real nice, like he should stay as a candy striper. Fuck, his opinion on tools is it's like watching a fucking retard trying to figure out astrophysics.
I do have a robot vacuum. Well, had to give it away. But yeah. Had one.
Oh damn, 100,000 calories consumed. Shaka Gillis. Damn. Don't have a robot vacuum. I only like analytics because of the first 4 letters. Apache helicopter just coming out as a Makita guy. A Napa shop using all Dewalt. Dude, I said, you know what? As I said something, I'm like, well, Milwaukee doesn't dominate every trade. And I gave automotive as an example. And now you can go to an automotive shop and you can find Milwaukee, and you can find plenty of Milwaukee, but you're also going to find Ingersoll Rand, Snap-on, Mac, Matco, Cornwell, DeWalt, just a whole series.
Yeah, all the
of
Matco is essentially DeWalt anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah. But you could go to the shops and you can see all these other brands. Now, to me, and to the dictionary, dominate means the exclusion of all others, right? They don't do that. Now, they do have a great presence in almost every trade, maybe more so than anybody else. But that's the distinction of that difference there, right? It's knowing what the words mean.
Yeah.
So when it's not a rarity to see somebody else, then it's not dominating. Now you can say, in respects to the adaptation of their tools, their new tools and their expanding lineup, that they dominate the competition because the competition hasn't been able to keep up. You can absolutely 100% say that, no argument.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think actually seems like DeWalt was taking some pretty good blows towards that for a little bit, while Milwaukee was kind of not doing much. But I guess we'll have to see what everyone else comes out with. What was that last DeWalt you got sent?
The 860?
No. The someone from TikTok sent it to you. Impact wrench.
Oh, the Alloy Man, or this?
No, it was a DeWalt. It was an impact wrench.
It's the gray one. I'm looking at it right now. I was going to test it tonight if I didn't have my mental faculties with me.
Yeah.
Rodney wants you to add a dick to him. Why are you crying about other YouTubers? It makes you look small, my friend. There's no look. I am the only man-made object you can see from space. There's no way you can make me look small. I'm not crying about it. I'm just telling the truth. Like a lot of these YouTubers, that like the bigger guys, they are big today because when they started, there was no competition. And the fact that most of them, all right, Panther, you're probably right though. Most of them couldn't survive if they started today. They wouldn't make it.
Everyone's pretty much a one-trick pony, man. You look at all the other, whatever it is, especially my niche. Well, my niche is very unique because it's code and electrical tools, pretty much only. But when you look at electrical tools, like how many times can you look at the same tools with the same tool bag and then talk about the same tools and load them up? You know, like I try to do a tool bag video when something new comes out. I'll spend a lot of money on that bag. I do a couple of videos about it and then I'll go on to something else, you know, but it's like if I wanted to, I could make a video every week talking about 3 tools that you've already seen. And it would make money. I mean, I could be, getting more subs and getting more views. Dude, I can't do it. It's kinda like you with the deals. It's like
Yeah.
you've already seen the deals this week. Like, why am I gonna make another video with the same deals? There's a common decency that I have where I'm just not gonna do it, dude. I can't do it.
Yeah. Real men mow with scissors. No, I like, yeah, it's very true. And before I was doing, like, if you go back a year and a half ago or so, I was doing 3 deal videos a week. Now I would do Lowe's, I would do Depot, and then I would do Amazon, whatever other place I could find. Right. And then it's just like, well, the next week comes, the deal's the same. So do I continue to do that? Do I continue to make these deal videos over and over and over and over and over and again that are the exact same? Or do I go in there once a month, twice a month, maybe, look around, see if there's any new deals? And if there's new deals, I bring them to you. And if there aren't any new deals, I'm just like, well, that's it. I'm not going to continue to insult your intelligence by making the same deals over and over again.
You spelled each wrong. I had to fix it for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. my bad. Samples a lot of dick. My bad. That's my fault. Tactics is the only YouTuber getting nearly 50K subs, showing a thing everyone hates, the damn whiteboard. That's true. He loves that damn whiteboard.
Damn, I missed. Hang on.
Well, that's true. So, I'm behind the garage. Fire up.
Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
You'll get no argument from me about that. So here's the deal with you, Home Depot deals. So on Tuesday, they print out a list in the afternoon of all the deals that are coming up. As far as all the markdowns in the store or whatever. Wednesday morning, they give it to the department supervisor, and the department supervisor has to go through his entire department trying to find those SKUs to mark them down. Then they have an old lady who sits on a bucket, or I've seen him carry a stool or a chair, who will go row by row on major action alleys or in lanes or aisles, and she will sit on her bucket and very slowly start doing the corporate markdowns. So the corporate has one, and then the store has another. That's why you don't cover BOGO deals. I hit some individual. Yeah, it's very difficult. Milwaukee is good for me in low volt. That's good. That's good, Terry. That's Manscaper. You guys keep putting the name wrong. My job uses Milwaukee for the crew box, but gives us each Dewalt. Well, that's cool, David. At least your company is smart. I mean, look, no one tool brand makes the best of everything. So if you're blindly loyal to one brand, you're cutting yourself short in some areas. And I don't care what brand it is.
Does that apply to Makita too?
No, Makita makes the worst of everything. if you have Makita, like I said in the opening, you're a flat earther. No matter how much evidence you see, you believe that shit is good. By the way, Milwaukee fanboys running away with the poll as the worst fanboys. Just saying. That's kind of a shock to me, but hey, it's good. Harbor Freight doesn't have the best of anything that I can tell. Do you have a steaming turd on your shoulder, sir?
Yeah, my words are in the way though. I need to move it up higher.
Hold on. Let me see if I can take care of that for you there, Skippy. Now you can move your turd over. There's one area Makita excels, and that's in the adult sexual toys. There you go. I wouldn't know Shaka, but I'm glad you speak from experience.
Perfect.
No Makita, maybe some Hilti and Ingersoll. That's good, David.
Oh, it looks like a straw. This is perfect.
Oh my God. Now he's slurping up the poo. Yeah, well, the one thing I get is I don't want to charge 2 batteries, and then the same guys will be like, "Well, I put a 6 amp hour battery on my impact driver, so I don't have to charge it but once a week." And I'm just sitting there like, you shouldn't even be on the job site. You should just because what you're doing is you're telling me that you're lazy and you're stupid. You're too fucking stupid to remember to take a battery in and charge it. Like it's literally like you're advertising your own incompetence, and there's just no good way of saying it. It's tactics subliminally telling us. I mean, he is at that age where he is probably an ass eater. I mean, look at his face.
That's the your beard is shorter, man. I don't think it works with guys with beards.
Oh,
beards are particularly on the ball sack. Come on, you should know.
See, I thought that was so you could have your dingleberry tea after you were done. I put on my impact driver as the 3. Yeah. He uses his beard to clean the hole.
Perfect.
Yeah, corporate discount. Yes, there is a price code at Sam's Club.
Nice.
They need to invent a bag you can throw all your batteries in, no matter the brand, and it charges them all.
They have that. Was it Centec or something? What was that battery?
I don't know.
It's coming out. It wasn't as good as the standard, but
no.
It'd still be good to have if you want to go buy a bargain tool. You know, hot glue or something. Different brands make different. Makita, not Makita. Milwaukee doesn't have a hot glue gun.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know that they're missing anything.
Yeah, they're leaving money on the table, dude. They need a hot glue gun.
Whose money? The lonely housewife?
Yeah.
She can have one of the others.
Yeah, hot glue is good if you do LEDs. And you're doing like custom under cabinet accents and above the crown molding and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot glue is good because it insulates too. Cedar. There you go. You like your glue cold?
Yeah. Am I wrong here? I'm gonna end the poll. Milwaukee wins.
Nice.
Miss Kita came in second, though. A lot of Dewalt fans in the house tonight. Only 40 votes out of 42 people. That's not too damn bad. 45 was our maximum. So, I'm just saying, like, I actually forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
You were saying that Milwaukee won. Oh. And that's what you were saying.
Yeah, Milwaukee won the fan poll, but it's
a hot glue gun.
Yeah, I just don't, and I probably never will understand why people think that just because they can put a big battery on their tool means that they should. Certain tools, absolutely. I did a video explaining what size battery to put on your tool,
Yeah.
and but it was probably a year ago, maybe a little more or a little less. I don't remember when it was. And I was like, look, for your high draw tools, you're going to use your bigger batteries. For your low draw tools, like your impact driver, use your smaller batteries because you're not going to have to charge them as often. And they don't
I
really.
rule of thumb, if I'm putting two hands on it anyway, it's going to be a bigger battery typically
Yeah,
because you're already going to have two hands on it. Why not?
they're afraid of them missing the Makita market. Doesn't Makita have a hot glue gun?
No, I don't think
Are
so.
you sure?
I would own it because it would actually be like, not very many people do. Ryobi's the only one.
I don't agree. I think the 5 amp hour power stack is very good.
The 5 amp hour power stack.
That's true, Sharush.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic for that. Uh, it's a little bit bulky on impacts and stuff. It depends on what you're doing. But the 5.0 power stack's a fantastic battery.
Uh-huh. I don't know if Apache sent that 1007 to me, the 1007.
Hmm.
Batteries do need to be, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you don't want to keep the same battery in your tool all the time.
Yeah.
It's definitely so. You do want to have the battery cycle every now and again just to make sure that the cells don't wear out quite as fast. And you want to give a battery a rest. You don't want to have it out in the field every day. You should have a lineup of several batteries in a row that you can cycle through so that one, they're going to last longer, and two, you're going to get better performance out of them over the long run. These guys that are just like, I run a 6 in my impact driver every day, so I don't have to charge it but once a week. Just get off the fucking job site, Sally. You don't belong there.
My son only uses 2 amp hour batteries on his mower. That's the time he's out mowing.
Your son's smarter than his father. And how is the milkman these days?
Damn.
Wait, what is this? When I first saw the Den of Tools guys looks like his garage, that looked like an episode of Hoarders. I knew his gig was up. I
Dang.
can't say anything because I cleaned out my garage and it's already back to full. So I can't really say anything, but I will also say that unlike Jeff, I actually know how to use the fucking tool.
Yeah. My garage just constantly has boxes, dude. Just cardboard boxes. That's all I ever had in my garage. All the way up to the ceiling.
I voted other. We definitely needed a pinned link to a spreadsheet that evaluates the different models for each brand. Some batteries and models reign superior within each brand.
Hmm.
George, you're going to have to consult with Joshua Wilson.
Yep.
He was supposed to be sending me a spreadsheet for the draft we were going to have like 3 weeks ago. And he was going to, what's up with my hairline there, Howie? I actually have a hairline. Yours starts at your asshole. Anyway, he was going to send that to us, and then he never did. And then he was supposed to be on to be part of the draft, which is one of the reasons why we switched back over to StreamYard. And,
You know.
he ain't done it yet.
So good. I think I was sick that week anyway.
Okay. And we can do it live. All right. So he's going to send out the 1007 tomorrow and do it live.
Nice.
See, B Dubs is a smart man. I rotate batteries, keeping a couple full charge and store the rest of them at half bars to slow degradation. That is exactly correct. That is exactly what you want to do.
Yep.
One of the reasons why I could do the video with the Milwaukee Compact versus the Flex, not because I was too lazy to charge the Milwaukee battery. It's because when I grabbed the battery, it was on the charge like I actually have a line of batteries to charge, right? And I keep them that way until I'm getting ready to use them. But when I had tested the Flex Compact before and it was so bad, I wanted to find out how bad it was in comparison to that Milwaukee. So I grabbed a half charge, threw it on Milwaukee. I tested that shit 3 times because I thought the Milwaukee hit a soft spot in the wood before I got the video. So to say that is like, fuck, right? That's how bad that Flex Compact is. And then you get the guys that are like, my dad and I put in 200 of them there Timberlock screws with that Flex Compact drill, and it did just fine.
200, yeah.
And I'm like, well, you're lying, motherfucker. Because Timberlock screws have a very limited appeal.
In general, man, there's only a couple
Hey,
of
entertain
batteries.
the people a second.
Oh, okay.
My son's calling.
So
hell, you guys can hear it.
If you got Milwaukee 6.0 or the Forge or the 3.0 high output, the best bang for your buck. It's going to give you the most power.
Yes, Austin, I am on live right now. What's
better
up?
Value for sure. I think
what do you
is
need?
better than the 8 as far as Milwaukee goes. You really don't get any performance gain from the 6 to the 8.
She told me
The
to
6
read
is
you
the
a
sweet
message.
spot. And then if you're going for compact, you got to use the 3. And then the Forge.
No, let's see. She said, when you talk to him, tell him I will definitely put some on there. And I couldn't answer earlier because I was in orientation for my new job.
Ask
that
Austin.
I'm Siri, SRY. I don't know what that is. I need the name for that
Dewalt,
cash app as well.
5.0 is good. The 4.0, if it's flat and it's like the compact 4.0.
What's the name?
Is awesome. It's the same size as the 3.0. Milwaukee. So you get that kind of compact flat stack 4.0 from Dewalt. Somehow Dewalt has 4.0 and Milwaukee has 3.0, and the batteries are like literally the same size.
All right.
I feel like Dewalt looks out for us a little bit more when it comes to the batteries and the amperage and what they're going to do for us, because Dewalt's willing. So I'm trying to listen to. Dewalt is willing to put their own 12-volt line
3736
obsolete for us tool guys, because the power stacks are so tiny. If you have any 20-volt tools, there is no point in buying any 12-volt tools. Whereas Milwaukee
3736
has the 12-volt line, and the batteries are so far from each other, it makes sense to still buy the M12. Dewalt, the power stacks are almost the same size as the 12 volts. And for that, I'm very grateful.
Yep.
So if you want to know what's a really good battery for Dewalt, the 8.0 is a very good battery for Dewalt.
That was my son.
8.0 Dewalt versus 5.0 power stack. Go.
The new 8.0?
No, I haven't messed with that one yet. I'm sure it's great, but 5.0.
I'm taking the power stack all day, every day.
Taking the power stack. I think I'm going to take the 8.
The weight.
Yeah, I get that. For me, I'm going to be using a 2-handed tool already. I think I'm going to take the 8. I've had really, really good luck with my 8. It runs the 998 all day. I put a battery adapter on a Craftsman pole saw and put the 8 on that Craftsman, and I cut down way more than I ever thought possible on just one bar of that 8.
Yeah. People are like, this motherfucker took a phone call in the middle of his own live stream. That some bitch. Sorry, guys.
Put him on blast.
I was expecting that phone call to be much earlier than right now. And yeah, I have discovered, what's up, Usman? I have discovered that my son causes my Alzheimer's to act up.
Yes, anytime that you get flustered, frazzled, slightly confused, overwhelmed, your Alzheimer does get a little bit agitated.
It's a good time.
It is.
Dude, your commercial is Bauer? What commercial? I didn't even get notified that you guys were going to get a commercial, dude.
You got ads.
Damn. Budsville, I think they're targeting you. Yes, my old timers is acting up. I'm younger than a lot of you guys, but yes. What's up, Trevor?
Should I discharge my batteries to 2 bars until I need them? Have a flex light that might make it easy.
Cool.
Hard to say, man. If you just got it for a light, you do want to keep your batteries charged because it's a light. And the one time you need a light is when you need it then, right?
Yeah.
If it's a light and you're going to use it, you need it when you need it, you know? So it's hard to say, don't keep your batteries charged for specifically a light. You always want to keep your batteries charged for a light.
Yeah,
what you could do is you could cycle it. Just cycle them. You don't have to leave them. Just cycle it. Just let it run on a light. A light is a good long, steady discharge. Leave it on low. Don't leave it on high. Let it run out the whole time, all the way to, where it's flashing. Charge it up. Then you're good for another 6 months.
Kids don't understand pressure.
4 months. Depending on the temperature.
Got a Bauer ad about their new I didn't even know Bauer had new batteries.
I do not care.
I don't either.
You need to cycle your flex batteries every time that haven't been charged in a while.
What was that?
BW's got an ad about someone who's been in jail, and he's not even joking.
What was it? A politician? That's my question.
Dang.
I am definitely not getting bought out by Harbor Freight or anybody for that matter. See, my personality does not cater to sponsorship. Because I don't care how much money you pay me. If I don't like your shit, I'm going to come out and be like, yeah, I don't like this. It's
that's the thing, man. I've got a really good relationship with
Evolution.
Here, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I'm going to share my screen.
He Frenched the bunghole today.
Let's do this.
Go ahead. Share the screen.
Hang on. I got to bring up.
Are your kids home yet?
Yeah, everyone's here.
All right, cool.
I've got ultimate noise cancellation.
He's trying to figure it out right now. You can almost smell the smoke.
No. There's no smoke this time. I got to go to desktop.
Desktop one.
Got to find.
Did you guys enjoy the thumbnail for the video tonight for the live stream? I thought it was hilarious.
Untitled folder 14 is exactly what we needed here.
Man, my car salesman's never there by the time I go back to get a new car. He still hasn't figured it out.
So you guys got to let me know. Is it me or is it the tool? Because, Here we go. Oh, dang, dude. It's actually very HD-like. And there's all the boxes. Damn it.
Thank you, Usman. All I just want you to notice that I put balls on the Makita. It's the only time a Makita will have balls.
Share screen. Okay. Wonder share. Perfect.
All right, let's take a look at this massive. It's gone, dude.
It's gone. Is it back?
Yeah. No, you hit share, and as soon as I hit share, it was gone. You suck.
Maybe. Let me see.
This is the level of excellence that you have come to expect from a Tools with SoAlz live stream. I'm just saying,
That's what you get.
more trustworthy than
It's back now.
being lately.
So you're not going to get any audio.
Dude,
and we're
full
just
screen it.
if I full screen it, it loses the screen. That's what happens. See. Let me share this screen then. Hang on. That's your fault. You told me to. I knew it was going to do it.
It's a JSO commercial. Timu. I don't even
share
know
the
how
entire
the
screen.
Jingle goes. I should ask Budsville because he's all up in that team.
I would just share the entire screen. How about that?
All right, let's go.
Hey, where's... Uh-oh. Hang on a second.
Alt tab.
Wonder share. Disappeared. There. It's there. Can you see that?
All right, let's go.
You see that terrible edge right there?
Yes, I see it. I was there while you were cutting it.
All right, so it's out of order, of course. I just dragged and dropped all this stuff on here. Okay, so this might be the good cut. Let's see. Let me see if we can show the good cut. This might have been the one and only good cut that we got.
Foam separating at the bottom of their freaking track.
Yeah, so first off, this is a strip of foam. Okay. So that's your zero cut. That foam is movable. That's a huge problem for me. I already told them they're not going to get a good review. I told them they're more than welcome to send me another saw and we can get some, cuts in here of them actually, cutting properly. But you can see where the foam is underneath there. This is the second one. I gave up on trying to make it look pretty. At this point, I was just trying to run the freaking saw. Let me see if I can find it here. The camera started overheating. It's hot as hell in the garage. I was pretty frustrated doing this. So this is where it's in a bind.
I do like how you have the cord there, though. Cords make you feel good.
Oh, it's kind of sketchy. Sorry. It's 4K and it hasn't processed yet.
All right, dude.
Pushing the whole freaking table there.
That's it. Yeah, force it out. Remember, no just means no until you force it in. Or out. I'm sorry.
Let me find... Okay, so let's look at the blade, right? The blade. You see the arrow there?
Yeah.
When we drop this, it's going to show the arrow here. This is cutting in an upward direction.
That's okay, yeah. It's the evolution track saw, Rodney. And if you speak sweet nothings to Cooch, I'm sure
there's the arrow there
for free. Yeah.
Man, I've got a good relationship with evolution. Whether it's good or bad, it's worth showing so you guys know whether you want to buy it or not. I don't have any commission on it. What is that? That was
what?
My house. I'm trying to find that one good cut. It cut like so good one time. This might be it.
Terry says the Craig works better.
I would agree with that, but the Craig actually doesn't work. Well, hang on. Yeah, the Craig has a zero cut. So yeah, the Craig does work better.
Oh, I saw that shitty cut right there.
Oh, dude, they're terrible. I was having the hardest time getting this thing, kept getting in a bind, and I
Do
kept
you
trying
get
to force it to
sawdust in
see
your
if it
eye?
was like, the saw or what it was. This might be it here. Let's see.
Eh,
See, that
Then
was a nice cut. But look, despite all that, and don't worry, I wouldn't be chopping the real edit. Look, it's not 0. So if we can I zoom in on that? I can't. Hang on a second. It's still not a 0 cut.
nope.
And even though it is like on the side of the foam is still movable. So the first time when I tried, I put the foam where it was going to stay and all that. But then whenever I grabbed the other track to make this all work, the other track had the loose foam. So
That is
I can't recommend this. I'm going to let them send me another saw and we might get some better cuts, but all this footage is going to be in that review.
that's terrible.
It is kind of terrible.
I mean, you saved me from not buying something I was never going to buy to begin with. So,
I mean, dude, I was pretty excited to have just a plate that I could drop. The track is 150, the saw is 80. It's a great value if it works.
yeah. Well, it doesn't look like it works.
Well, they got a good warranty. Sometimes you get lemons. I especially get, a lot of lemons in my life. That's just the luck.
Really?
This is where I was showing you the foam, I think. Let me see.
That cut does not look clean most times. There you go, Usman.
Yeah, this is where we're talking about the
foam.
yeah. Yeah, the cuts were not good, dude.
It is a genius marketing scheme, according to Apache Helicopter, that they can tell everyone the saw sucks twice. The worst part is when you had it on your live stream and we were listening to it, I was like, "Oh, that sounds terrible."
Okay, let's do this. Let's copy this.
You were like,
We'll
"No, it
see.
sounds good." I was like,
New
okay.
project. Let's go widescreen. Don't save. I'm gonna drag and drop this right here.
All right. B does say he'll use a clamped straight edge for a guide.
Oh, that did not work. Oh well, that's okay.
I mean,
I would have
the
to.
best part is with the track saw, with a real track saw, is that you do have that one definitive straight line, and you don't have to spend a lot of time lining it up. Oh, that's a great bind right there. I like how you kept jamming it in there.
Hey, I was gonna see if I could get it to bounce or just start or anything because right before this, I slid it to the side, rode it on the track all the way. So the track is straight. The plate may not be straight with the blade. Something. I've played with this, lifting this thing up and down. Usually when I run into this, I'll send this back to the manufacturer and I'll be like, WTF, it's not that I'm not pushing too hard. It's not that it's not riding. Pretty much I'm just trying all of the things. And this is one of the last things. I was getting pretty upset with this saw because I wanted to use their stuff for their video,
Yeah.
and now I'm having to go get my blade.
Crazy it bound on foam. Well, he's cutting MDF. Look like 3/4 MDF.
Yeah, not too happy with that whole situation, man. Definitely frustrating.
I'm just saying it was I'm not surprised having heard the saw on your live stream.
Well, you say that, but you sound kind of biased with that, man. We ran
Was it
brush
biased?
saws. Yeah, man, we ran brush saws for years. You can still You go right now, you go buy a Dewalt that's 120 volt. It's going to be brushed. It's going to sound like shit, and it's going to cut better than most cordless saws. With apart from all the elite, cordless saws, you go buy a DeWalt that plugs in. You're going to be able to cut three stacks of plywood, MDF, whatever it is, not MDF, OSB.
What I find fascinating here is that you claim I am biased.
Well, you're just negative about the corded saw, but the corded saw built America.
I also told you that you could go buy a corded hyper tough today that could cut that.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a track. Like the whole thing.
Guess what? Yours doesn't. The track is only good if the saw is good. The saw.
I know. That's why I'm pissed off.
So it sounds more like to me that you're justifying.
My light died.
Okay.
Now I can show you my light.
Your little dealy thing here with evolution, because I was right.
Oh no, you were definitely right. There's no doubt about that. You got your wish. There's no doubt about that. You wanted that thing. I was going to show you this light.
I don't want anything. I am just simply pointing out the fact that I heard a saw. I said the saw sucks.
Yeah,
you said it sounds pretty good. You used it and it sucked.
Yeah, but what it failed on had nothing to do with the. This light is Best Buy, $50, insanely bright. I was trying out the battery life. It's advertised for about an hour and a half. We're right at an hour and 10. You can actually scroll up on the brightness and stuff. It's actually a really, really nice light.
So, did Evolution make the light?
No, this is Digi. Oh, I get the joke now. That's funny. That's funny. Hang on, I can plug this in.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm negative to everything I don't like. Universal tracks out there? No universal tracks. Festool, Makita, Festool, Makita, Dewalt, Ridgid, Milwaukee all have proprietary track. You can get a guide for your circ saw that'll make your circ saw a zero or a track saw, sort of, through Craig and Bora, but not truly a track saw.
There we go. Yeah, we're going to be reviewing this here pretty soon.
Digipower?
Digipower, yeah. It's dude, it's not even on high right now. Like, it's only got 1% battery. You can see it there. But we can roll the brightness up to like insane. It's like actually crazy. But if it's only going to last an hour and a half, that could be a problem.
That could be.
It looks really good though. It's built a lot like a phone.
Oh, sure. Just turn off on you in the middle of the
I'll probably be returning this one and getting the bigger one that's 70. This one's 50. The bigger one is 3.5 hours, I think.
Oh, well, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I put it on the Milwaukee top off with a 12 amp hour battery.
That is a good idea. We could see if we can plug it in while it's
Yes, Rodney. The first cut is to cut off the edge to make sure that you have a zero.
Let's see if it works while it's charging.
You're assuming that saw is good enough to cut through the foam.
Savage. Savage. Oh, so dude, it's fully functional with a USB. That's actually kind of cool.
Don't buy used solar panels.
Sometimes
no value in them.
Sometimes these
go to Green Tech and try to get some panels. They have they'll have panels there that you can buy that'll be cheaper than what you can get aftermarket.
It's got modes on it, like police mode and stuff. Let me see if I can find it here.
Blame it on. Yeah, it was the glue on the foam that held the foam onto the track that really gummed up the works. Your saw wasn't strong enough to cut the glue.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for Evolution to see that video. That'll end that relationship real quick.
Maybe if it does, then we'll know.
You could just be like me, not answer their email. You need to pre-cut the foam. Yeah.
Pre-cut the
Oh,
foam.
see what was supposed to happen was you were supposed to take a knife, and run a utility blade down the edge of the track
to get it working,
and at least 3/4 of the way through the wood. just cut it with a saw, like a handsaw.
Check this one out. We got the police going on.
Oh, there you go. Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do?
This one's a Best Buy, dude. It's actually really nice. I do recommend this light, especially that it plugs in USB. But
yeah,
I want the bigger one, not because it's bigger, but because it has bigger battery.
You always want the bigger one.
Dude, I've waited too long for the small one. It's never in stock. I'm tired of waiting for it. How about the medium-sized one?
Buddy.
Use a coping saw.
Blue Spot Cobalt XTR circ saw is decent.
So, yeah, that video is coming out. We did get one good cut in there though, but even with the good cut, it's still not a true zero because that foam is not part of the track. So I told the guys, like, look, man, at the end of the day, you used foam. It's not part of the track. Even if the new one you sent me had lasers on it and it cut like the best I've ever seen, it's still not going to be a good saw because I want to be able to walk in my garage, lay down the track where I want to cut it, and I want the edge of that to stay zero. And it's never going to be true.
Yeah.
And what I was scrolling through in that video, I was trying to look for the part where the foam was actually like this. And I had to lay it back flat.
So why not just take it off?
Well, it's a clearance thing. So
well, clearly your saw wasn't working.
No, it's crap. It's crap.
Who was the first person to discover level, and how did they get there?
Water doesn't lie. You can take a tube. What we would do when we were doing parking garages and we were mounting lights, we'd take a clear hose.
Clear tube. Yeah.
Well, the last 6 feet of the hose was clear. We would take garden hoses, we'd fill them up with water, and then we'd screw on a clear hose at the last little bit. And we would hold them up, and we would be probably 100 feet away from each other because laser lines wouldn't shoot that far. And we couldn't shoot a transit in between the buildings that we were at. So we just took hoses. Perfect. Probably not, man. I don't know if it's going to cut it.
Okay, who here is buying the Evolution track saw?
Well, let's not crap on them yet. Let's wait for the redemption, man. Everyone, I've gotten some bad stuff from Milwaukee. I've got bad stuff from everybody. We're gonna see what happens. The problem is, yeah, you gotta warm it up first. The problem is, it's never gonna be a zero track saw. It can't.
Nope.
So unless I can get some modification going on it, I probably won't even use it.
No,
I would have to get some kind of like a cutting board material. You know what I'm talking about? Like a poly.
Yeah.
rivet it on there, make one cut, and then do that. But it's still not going to be good.
Mm-mm. Howie, no.
Yeah, it comes 110 inches. So the track. The other thing is they want to send you, and they still make it a 3-foot kit. So one of the tracks is 2 foot long, and another track is 1 foot long, and you got to build it together. And everything comes in 4-foot sections, like it's crazy. And that's everyone's complaining on. Like, there's a lot of reviews out on YouTube on the saw, and it looks like it does well. But how out of touch are they that they're not going to give you a 4-foot track?
You know, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have to worry about it. That's all I can say. I don't really, because I got a track saw. I'm relatively happy with. Pleased as punch, I could say. Um, Happier than Howie with his sister last night. I'm,
Pretty
you
happy.
know, that is pretty happy. Well, she gave him the happy ending. She's a masseuse. Anyway,
Dang, Terry, that's savage.
anyway, I'm just saying.
My dad was a missionary in Mexico when we built
Boy,
cement buildings.
no, I love the Milwaukee track saw. I think it's fantastic. I would recommend it to just about anybody that's in the line for one. Um, if you can afford it, then it's worth it. If you can't afford it, there's Ridgid, Dewalt. There's other ones out there. Hell, even Cryobi sells a track saw that's probably better than Evolution.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, that's a true track saw, and it's for 400. This is for 110 inches the track and the saw. You're still less than 250 bucks, which is why I was reviewing it. You know, if it had true zero, it'd still be worth possibly redemption. But because it's got foam that's always going to move, there is no room for redemption to try to BS your way into saying this could be a good track saw, because it can't, because there's nothing fast about it. If you're going to have to still measure the offset line, it's not a good track saw. It's that simple. Because you may as well use a straight edge, right? Am I wrong?
No,
If you
you're
still
not
got to
wrong.
measure an offset line and do math, then there's no point in buying it.
It's the
You may as
math
well
that's
use a
the
straight edge.
problem.
It's that simple.
Damn math.
What did we see? We saw a grizzly track saw.
Grizzly
That was
has one.
250.
Master Force has one for 199.
How much track do you get?
I have no idea. I never looked. I saw them.
I don't know what it was, George. It could have even been the saw plate, because if the saw plate's out of whack and then it's, crossing over the blade, or the blade is eventually not lined up, it could be a number of things. But the lineup on the actual track is true, because the saw runs straight. I loosened all the binders that tightens it to the track. It just doesn't run when the blade's there.
I did that once, had diarrhea the whole next day. Anyway, uh, that's wrong. Let's call it a saw that cuts crooked along the edge of material and binds up multiple times while doing it. Evolution, the failure to evolve.
The failure to evolve.
But it doesn't work. You can send me $250 and I'll send you some garbage.
Nice.
You're getting roasted. That you per se, but Evolution definitely getting roasted there.
They getting roasted.
But woodworker using Festool cordless drill, sliding table saw, and Ryobi route. Oh fuck!
Dang.
Spent his money in the wrong place there.
Should have suppressed what video?
You know what? Do what I did to Wild Badger. Be like, I could just do the video of your shit failing over and over again.
No, I already reached out to him. So I told him, at the end of the day, I can't recommend it. So I don't mind showing you guys this now. There's nothing to hide. The saw is coming out. The video is coming out. I just not gonna post it yet because I gotta edit it. And then two, I'm gonna wait for the new one to come in and see if it's gonna line up or not. But ultimately, the problem is that the foam moves. So if the foam moves, now we got to measure offset lines. And once you start measuring offsets, you may as well run just a straight edge. You know what I mean? Like once you're back to, there's no point.
Yeah, I mean,
If I can't walk out to the garage, take my track saw, line it up on the 0 line, and start cutting immediately, there is no point in a track saw.
yeah, I get where you're coming from. But it was never really a track saw.
Well, it had a track and it was a saw. It wasn't a true track saw, but it still had a track and it still was a saw. So, I mean, it has the points where you should be able to lay the track down and just start cutting. Well, that's what we asked Rodney. I said, was it me or was it the saw? And we let you guys decide. We determined that it is, in fact, the saw. Kansas, I might just send you the saw. I was gonna send your package out this weekend, and then my wife went camping. Oh, get this. Check this out, right? Wife goes camping, drives up to Oklahoma, right? I thought, I can say this now because she's here. I thought that she was staying in a cabin for the last week. So 12 o'clock rolls around, and I was like, okay, fixing to go to bed, Where are you staying? What are you doing? And I find out that she's going to be in a tent, not a cabin. So I was like, oh, okay. You got flashlights? No flashlights. Okay. You got a knife? No knife. Well, what about hammer for the steaks? No hammer. She's leaving at 9 o'clock in the morning, the next day. So long story short, I had the tough built knife with the sheath, which apparently did really well on the trip. That I was going to send you. I had to pull it out of the box, but I want to send you that knife. So I'm still throwing stuff in there every day. One of these days, you're going to get a box, Kansas.
You're going to get his box, which is kind of weird to say.
Which I went with her, probably.
Camping in Oklahoma, the start of the summer horror movie. I agree with that one.
Yeah, I'd agree. Or the Dewalt.
She went bear hunting with a toothpick.
Only in California can you go bear hunting.
But in California, you literally have to take a toothpick because they banned everything else.
Oh, I was talking about the men out there.
Panther's ex-wife is a bad influence. All right, guys, we're done. We're out of here. We made fun of him enough for having the misfortune of having a de-evolution track or saw or track with a saw attached to it, which is not really a track saw. So,
right,
it was fun. We made fun of some fanboys. We got to talk about your wife and Sancho, which always pleasant. It really perks her up too.
We got to show you the new light.
Got to show you the new light. Got to show the new light failing. Middle of this stream. So we're out of here, guys. We will be back next Sunday, same as always. Hopefully, YouTube will let me go back on my phone sooner or later because, that's a big crowd, then we can do that. But if we
There's
can't,
there's
can't.
one more thing that I wanted to say. I keep forgetting to say it. ADHD sucks.
Well, that's very apropos. What?
Who is it? Raycon. Raycon reached out.
Yeah,
That's huge.
that is
So
huge.
we're gonna be doing an earbud video here. I can't say no to Raycon, guys. Sorry. I've watched a lot of YouTube, we consume YouTube just like you guys consume YouTube. Raycon's pretty huge. They've been out for 3 or 4 years. I'm not expecting a whole lot of views, but if you guys would watch the videos, it would help my credibility on being able to show more stuff, because the more views that we get on some of the stuff we show, the more likely people are to reach out and send us cooler stuff, which ultimately equals more money for the channel to put back into the channel. So, yeah, if you guys would check out some of the tech videos, that would be cool. Same with you. When you get your track saw video, your chainsaw video, whatever,
Yeah,
the more views, man, the better it is for us. You guys are supporting us. So I appreciate everything.
I do appreciate it. We always appreciate you guys being here, sticking it out with us. Because let's face it, as far as personality goes, I've got the wrong one and he's got none at all. So take care, guys. We'll see you next Sunday. And for all you Makita guys out there, don't forget, blow them like you know them and cup it when you do. And for the rest of you, manscape like you landscape. If you trim your bush, your deck will always look big, and you might end up going to Home Depot 3 times a week to do really shitty videos. Take it easy, guys.
And make eye contact.